brand new Big Fish on the Line, baby.
Yes, sir! 14 balls a second that this simulated. Nipple always goes on the fill nipple side.
Everybody always wants the best of the best, but they don't want to pay that expensive price point. Well, today I think we have hit the paintball lottery with the brand new Big Fish on the Line, baby.
Yes, sir!
Powerhouse Hook Regulator. Let's take a dive on into that bad boy.
Yes, sir.
So enough of the funny intro, right? We're going to take a look at the Powerhouse Hook Regulator, newly released onto the market for under $100. Yep. I said that correct. This bad boy right here is under $100, and let's get into the reasons why. As Pizzo is taking this brand new Hook Powerhouse Reg apart,
yes, sir. Here we go.
We'll go a couple of the key features that the more expensive model had that this one does not. And we're talking the stainless steel cartridge, and then also the jet and the pin as well are stainless steel in the previous model. In this model, though, with the hook, these are all aluminum. That's where the savings comes from. So stainless steel has been known to be more durable over time.
Yep.
But how many other regulators out there on the market use all aluminum? Pretty much most of them, right?
Correct.
So saying that I have all aluminum, that doesn't hurt you. Powerhouse is doing this to save you guys money. So absolutely beautiful regulator here. We'll kind of, you got it taken apart, right?
Yep, yep. We'll start with the right here, which threads into the body. This is still adjustable, but it doesn't have the divots inside like the stainless steel actual cartridge.
So you're saying these top set screws right here are so rotational.
Correct.
So you guys can unscrew these set screws, and you guys can actually rotate the top bonnet to whatever position you want it onto your paintball marker.
Correct.
So you don't have a gauge or a fill nipple digging into the side of your wrist when that is actually screwed onto your paintball gun.
Correct.
So you get the rotational bonnet. I like that. Once again, all aluminum, right?
Correct. The previous one is stainless steel, and then it has little divots inside of it for the set screw. This one here is flat, so it's going to be a little bit, more adjustable.
So when you tighten the set screws down, they're actually going into the...
I don't know if you can see the little marks in there, and that's where these three were positions at right there. So
then what? This is your top collar?
That's the top collar that goes right here.
Okay.
And then we're going to go inside to the pin. You got the pin right here. It's aluminum gold plated.
And I will mention while you're talking about this, all of this is 100% made on and in USA soil, baby.
Correct, sir.
So 100% made in the USA right out of the Midwest.
And then you've got the actual piston and the spring.
So
look at that.
So that's the actual spring.
Correct.
And coming stock out of the box, these things, output pressure is 450 PSI.
Yes, sir.
And they can go all the way up to 850 PSI, depending on how many shims you put in. So talk about the shims real quick.
Every shim, I don't know if anybody knows what a shim looks like. That's what they look like right here.
A little round circular disc.
Yep. So for every 10,000th shim, which is the actual thickness of the shim, all right, is going to be 75 PSI. So for every 10,000th of a shim that you add inside this, which would go inside the right here, the bottom of the...
So those shims are going to sit right in there.
Correct. So for every time you add a 10,000th, it increases the actual operating pressure 75 PSI. So
one shim, say you're at 450 stock out of the box, and shims are not included.
Nope.
Just so you guys know, you're at 450 right out of the box. You throw in one shim.
It's 425.
No.
525.
525.
My bad.
Correct. And then obviously you add another shim, it's another 75, so you're at 600.
Correct.
So
and so on and so forth.
Correct. Exactly. So I like that. I like the rotational feature on here. I like that these things retail at $99.95. And guys, you got to wait to the end of the video. We are going to take one of these regs and we are going to throw it on the expensive dyno and do a regulator testing to see how well these regulators actually provide the pressure that you guys need.
Optimal performance pressure.
That's right. That's what Powerhouse is all about. So the hook regulator, $99.95. Incredible.
So basically these are all the parts in this regulator itself, and it's going to come with a little bit of grease. So if you want to do a little bit of maintenance, and where the grease gets applied is going to be on this O-ring here, and then this O-ring right here.
And just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Not much. That's the only place that you are going to put any lubricant whatsoever on these regulators, on any regulator.
Yeah, 100%. You never want to put oil or anything like that inside of the reg. While you're kind of looking at that, what you just grabbed. Grab that again just like that, actually. No. This. Oh, you grabbed low profile burst disc on these bad boys. So once again, things that would dig into your wrist when you're
Right
actually
here.
holding your marker. You've got nice low profile burst disc right there. So I like it. I think Powerhouse actually killed it out, knocked it out of the park with this
Yep.
one. Considering the other regulators, their counterpunch and stuff, right around $200. So coming in at that price point is absolutely wonderful. You're getting a great product. They've been known, obviously they're one of the best reg competitors out there on the market.
And if anybody ever decides to have these re-anode on their own guns, make sure that the fill nipple always goes on the fill nipple side. Always.
What do you mean by that?
Because what it is ported, machined inside here for the air to go in and directly into the bottle.
Okay.
It's got a direct jet inside.
Okay.
So make sure.
Speaking of that jet, well, go ahead.
All right, no, go ahead.
I was going to say the jet on this model is not replaceable.
Correct. Inside the orifice inside here, the other ones are stainless steel, which they unscrew out. This jet is not.
But once again, providing them with that price point of under $100 for the hook regulator. So get that bad boy put together real quick. Let's see how quick you can put that together. And while you're doing that, Fitz, I'm gonna come over here real quick. Just we have a dyno. We got it from Powerhouse. We're gonna actually this thing test the cycles, the lifespan of a reg,
Correct.
or how the health of a reg is. Right?
Correct. It's for shots during ramping. You want to see how consistent the shots are during ramping.
So a recharge rate.
Correct.
How your reg can spring back and provide you with the next optimal pressure for your next shot. So you're putting that bad boy together. So all right, we're gonna cut this out now. All you got to do is put the set screws in.
Correct.
Right?
All it's left to do is put the set screws
And
in.
we will see them in the dyno room, baby. Let's go. Well, apparently the dyno has been brought to me now, so hey, I can deal with that. So we got the hook regulator hooked up to the dyno. And Pizzo, tell them what is about to happen right now.
So basically what we can do is we can check the operating pressure of how the gun cycles at a rate of fire with the dwell simulation, 18 dwell, 14 balls a second, basically any of that stuff. Our baseline that we're going to do for this series is going to be 550 PSI. So that means I put in 20 thousandths of shims in the regulator to get the pressure up. The hook regulator runs between 4 and 450 out of the box.
Correct. So you bumped up. So stock out of the box, the reg came 4 to 450, preset by them.
Correct.
Pizzo added 2 shims, which we previously had talked about. So our baseline is 550 output pressure from the hook regulator. Let's see how the recharge rate is. We're looking for greens, right?
Correct. Yes, sir.
We need greens.
And there it is.
So we got greens across the board, and kind of explain what's going on there.
So basically, it counted 10 shots at a rate of fire, simulating 14 balls a second. I'll give you that number in a second. So we had a low shot at 479, a high shot at 516. These are PSI. So the average on this regulator was 498. So it's pretty good. It only varied, we're talking, what is that? Like 50 PSI?
Yeah, no, that's
52
really good.
PSI?
So pretty much what this dyno just did, to break it down simple terms, is it is focusing on the recharge rate of the regulator, and it simulates your gun actually firing.
Yep.
And
we
these
got
numbers are
14
providing you.
Yep, 14 balls a second that this simulated. So I can adjust that to 10 balls a second by adjusting the simulation of the dwell based on what the computer,
So with all those greens across the board, though, that's what we want to see. When you start to see reds, that means a defect in the regulator, or it needs to be rebuilt.
Correct. So look at that.
All greens once again. So guys, it is the brand new. You just want to keep talking. I know you're excited.
$499 again on the average PSI. This regulator is jamming.
And where do they get them?
Get the hook regulator at lonewolfpaintball.com.